Hey guys, today I am filming my Throwback Thursday of my July and August favorites from 2016. Now I don't usually combine months, and that is because I had done a combination monthly favorites video, and it is the first and only time I have ever done that, and that's because at the time I was really behind on videos because my computer had totally gone to crap on me and took quite a while to get fixed. And then I had moved out of my parents' house into an apartment with Justin, and I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup, so it was a combined favorites, which means we have a combined Throwback Thursday here. If you guys have never seen one of these videos from me before, I'll have a playlist linked down below, and basically I'm going to be re-reviewing all the products I feature in a favorites video from 2 years back to let you know my current thoughts on those products, whether they are still favorites or whether I have replaced them with something I prefer. My inspiration for this series is Kristen Game. I will have her channel and her playlist linked down below. I will also list and link down below all of the products that I mentioned. So my first favorite was a concealer combination using the Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer in the shade Light with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. And I was using that combination under my eyes to get a really nice coverage and a good shade for me. Now I think the Boo Boo Cover Up is a fantastic concealer. It has a slightly peachy undertone, so it works really well to correct and conceal my under eyes because I don't have a ton of darkness, and it also has really good medium buildable to full coverage. It has more of a satin finish. I really do enjoy that concealer. It isn't as easy to get your hands on. I think you can get it from Ricky's NYC as well as Amazon, and I'm assuming the Boo Boo Cover Up website, and it's something that I don't necessarily see myself purchasing in the future, but it was a really good product. Then the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Fair Neutral is an amazing shade for me. It is super light and yellow tone, which I appreciate. I love the applicator because it is one of those flat doe foots where it's flat on both sides, which really helps hold extra product, and it's super easy to apply. So I do like the shade in the applicator, but that concealer didn't work for me on its own. I felt like whenever I was trying to apply it or blend it in, it would just remove itself from my skin, and I had a really hard time building it up. I don't know what it was about it, but that concealer formula with my skin just did not mesh well together. So the combination is definitely not a favorite. I would not repurchase the Urban Decay. I would potentially purchase the Boo Boo Cover Up in the future, but I really like the concealers that I'm using now. So next I have two blushes from MAC, which is one of my favorite blush brands, and I love MAC's limited edition blushes. MAC has become such a snooze of a brand. They were my first makeup love, and MAC used to have the coolest limited edition collections and limited edition products, and they've just gotten away from that. Either they don't have special packaging or they're re-promoting permanent products, which is so silly to me. So I wish MAC would get back to the good old stuff, because there are so many MAC collections that came out before I ever got interested in makeup, so I didn't have a chance to get them. Like, I would do anything to own something from the MAC Heatherette collection, but whenever I see something online, it is incredibly overpriced, but I would love to have one of those products in my life. So anyway, these are two MAC blushes I was loving. The first is MAC Ripe for Love. This was from the Temperature Rising collection. It is a satin finish. And then I have MAC Painted Canyon, which was from the Vibe Tribe collection. This is also a satin finish. So these two colors are super similar. Ripe for Love is more orange and Painted Canyon is more pink. These are super pigmented. They blend out so nicely on the skin. Both of these are holy grail to me. These are my go-to kinds of blushes. I really love this kind of shade on my skin tone, and as I said, I love the formula. So these are still absolute favorites to me. And then I had a couple eye looks I was loving, using a few ColourPop Super Shock shadows with the Balm Meet Matrimony palette. I do have an entire 2 looks 1 palette using this, which I will have linked in the cards, and I also have a palette of the month review on this palette as well. So both of those videos will be linked up above in case you want to hear more thoughts. So I will be honest, I have not worn these looks since that video, but I know I still love them. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the Balm Meet Matte palettes, there are 3: Meet Matte Nude, Meet Matrimony, and Meet Matte Adore, and they are all matte palettes with 9 different shades. And I think the Meet Matrimony has the best range of colors because you do have a black, a matte cream, then you have a cool tone, warm tone, and neutral tone transition and crease color. So you can definitely create an all matte eye look, but for me, I love pulling in a shimmer on the lid and then going in with these for the rest of the eye look. These are very pigmented, super easy to blend out. So this palette is definitely still a favorite. It is a great staple to have in my collection. And these two warm tone shades and these two cool tone shades here are my favorite. And those are the ones that I did use in the look. So this one, definitely still a fave. So then for the warm tone look on my lid, I was using the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Sequin, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous coppery, slightly rose gold color, and this is a metallic or an ultra metallic finish. This was one of the very first ColourPop shadows that I purchased, and it doesn't say the finish on the back, but this is my #1 ColourPop Super Shock shadow. I absolutely love it. Mine is pretty dried out. I do want to actually pan it this fall, and this is one that I will repurchase. I have quite a few that I have worked through that I won't buy again, but this one I definitely will. Whenever I watch this video or the tutorial, I'm so inspired by the look. I think it was absolutely stunning. So this is a holy grail shadow to me. And then for the cool tone look, I had the shade Cricket, which is a really pretty cool tone purpley color. Now this has a really, really dark base to it, and to get this beautiful color to show up, it definitely does need to go over a cream base, and I do like this color, but it is not my favorite. I did really enjoy the look I created with this, but I have not used this one in a while, but I'm hoping that I will use it more this year, especially in the winter. So this one I can't say is a favorite anymore, but Sequin is a holy grail. Then I had 4 nail polishes, 3 blues, of course, it's my favorite nail polish color, and I had 1 coral. So the coral is OPI. I got myself into a Jam-balaya. This is a beautiful pink tone coral, opaque in 3 coats. This is a holy grail polish of mine and a staple for the summer. Then for my 3 blues, I have OPI Fearlessly Alice. This was limited edition from the OPI Alice Through the Looking Glass collection. This is a stunning blue. It is very different from anything I have in my collection. This polish will stain your skin when you remove it, so you definitely need to be careful. But this is such a unique color, a really good formula, so that one is definitely still a favorite. Then I had a limited edition China Glaze polish in the shade Capacity to See Beyond. This was from the Giver collection, which I never saw that movie. I don't know what it is about, but this is a beautiful blue, opaque in 2 coats. I don't have a ton of China Glaze polishes, but I really do love all the ones that I have. So this one is definitely a favorite. And then I had Essie's In The Cabana. It is a beautiful, bright yet dusty blue, opaque in 2 coats, which is very impressive for Essie. I don't have a ton of Essie's that I love because I find the formula to be very inconsistent. Usually they are on the sheer side, and I don't like that the brush is so dang tiny, but this is one of the better polishes in their line, and this one is still a favorite as well. So those were all of the products that I had mentioned in that favorites video 2 years back. I would love to know your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.